Hi everyone, this is my philosophy of education. There's me. I'm a mild mod credential candidate. I'm going to be working as the elementary ed specialist at O'Farrell Charter School. I worked there this past year as a roving sub for their special ed department. It was awesome. I mostly worked with middle school, so I am excited to try something new with elementary school. These are the aspects of my philosophy that we have for this project. How learning occurs. I am a big fan and proponent of Howard Gardner's multiple intelligences. It's nice to see everyone as potentially having strengths in a certain area of some sort. I like this philosophy. It is very nice. So the purpose of education to me is building knowledge and skills to better the livelihood of the learner. For special ed, it's tailored educational plans for disabled individuals and those with learning disabilities, or those who need accommodations in a goal-oriented nature. So the roles of teachers and students: the teacher is to model for learning, curiosity, morals, and hard work, someone that's willing to learn themselves. And the student is to receive the education and increase their knowledge and skill sets in some subject. Best practice for learners with disabilities. I really like the backwards design lesson planning. That made a lot of sense to me, and it's been helpful when planning my own lessons for extended school year this summer. How to teach them best. Being as clear and concise as possible, especially with elementary students and especially with SPED students, and also just anyone in general. It's really nice to have clear and concise instructions. Giving them scaffolding supports when possible, and then of course honoring their own accommodations that they have. Oh, best practice. I am in elementary, so it's a lot of classroom jobs to foster responsibility and like belongingness and community in the classroom. And of course, we have to use some rewards, lots of stickers and prizes. How we assess, I think we all, kind of got this. Culturally inclusive and relevant. This is super important, just so you show your students that you care about them, because you are going to have students from every single background and identity, so you need to show that you care about them by being, informed, being culturally inclusive, and, being on their side, essentially. These are our 3 domains of learning. For Bloom's taxonomy and Anderson's taxonomy, I'm big on, well, obviously I like all of these steps. They're helpful in how we learn, but applying is a big one for me, and using anything that's hands-on for their understanding. With my SPED students, my younger SPED students, it feels like their best lessons are when they're, tactile learning. Anything they can touch and feel is important and welcomed when it can be incorporated in the lesson. This is my ways of being vision board. Some of these are all fictional characters. Some of them are not great, but I liked it as a reminder. These 2 characters are teachers in their shows, but yeah, I think that we really need to show determination, because we are constantly fighting against the school, not fighting against, but like we are advocating for our SPED students. And sometimes that is a hard job, more hard than you would think. Just asking to make a better opportunity for our students. Who would have thought that would be difficult? But anyways, these are the literal things I do to work on these traits. I go to therapy so I don't overshare with the children, because that's not cute. I try and sleep well so I'm not a monster the next day. I eat a protein-rich breakfast because I have ADHD and I gotta start the day right. I try and set boundaries at work. This is very difficult because our jobs are always essentially like having to say yes or no to people asking us to do more. It's just the teaching in essence. I try my best to start off with like, nope, 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 just because I am trying to preserve myself, so I can work there longer. That's how I keep myself, in check, by trying to say what I can do and what I can't do very clearly, and trying to not answer right away and sometimes give a second to think about it. I try and be anti-racist and try and be informed culturally, because it's super important, especially since I am a white teacher at a school with primarily students of color, and I am just always trying to learn and be better for them. And that is my philosophy. Those are my sources. Thank you.